this shit crank.
I'm the man up in this piece. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
All right, y'all. Next thing we're gonna talk about females. I got love for you, but we finna get on y'all ass. That's the best way for me to put it. I want to start off by saying,
just say a certain section of females.
Yeah.
This not for all the ladies. This ladies out there holding it down, living respectable lives. You know what I'm saying?
But if you feel sensitive about what we say, then yeah, we talking to you, because that's the only reason why you feeling like that.
Right,
Touch
but
the nerve.
yeah. If a dog bark, you know what I'm saying? Something hit it.
So let me start off by giving a damn near a donkey of the day, fucking with Charlamagne. But I want to talk about P.J. Washington.
So who's P.J. Washington?
He's a rookie guard, well, a second-year guard that plays for the Charlotte Hornets, who dated...
Charlotte niggas crazy, too. I was just up there. Them niggas crazy.
Who dated... I mean, what can I call her? Opportunist? Is that a good word? Anyway, he dates this chick.
Mm-hmm.
She plays the role, gets married for 8 months, then divorce him, hit him for that check, and gets on her Instagram and her social media and says, athletes are tricks, lames, they never put condoms on, they don't get up, they fucking raw. She done took a bunch of them down through there and got paid. I mean, I don't know what to say, Shano. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, females, some of y'all, like he said, a certain set of y'all, you want to be, we don't do this, we don't respect you. I mean, when you come in, it's like,
we the least protected.
yeah, all this kind of shit. You know, it's like I used to say, kind of like, I understand the dynamic, but like you said, I spewed this before. If I meet you on a beach in your two-piece thong, you'll let me holler. It's all good. You're campaigning. But if I come to your house and you answer the door in bra and panties, you are not decent, and hold on. You feel me?
Where you going with that?
If you dress a certain way and you carry yourself in a certain way, and a nigga whistle at you or say that ass look good, don't hit me when I'm a lady. Did you say if it looks like a dog or if it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck, what is it?
Yeah, if it look like a duck, quack like a duck.
So if you out here acting like a thought, you carrying yourself like a thought, can you have hoish ways but not be a hoe?
No, you know, hoish is as hoish does. I mean, it is. I mean,
Right.
But okay, well, let me give y'all.
Yeah,
some
just on the P.J. Washington, man, I think women, a certain set of y'all want it both ways. It's a double standard. Now this man,
But there's double standards in the world.
understood, but I'm saying this man, and although he might have been a little naive, he was really into this woman.
We married her.
Yeah,
That's the shock of it all.
married
Because
her.
normally women like this don't get married.
Right.
So he married her. Did they have a child?
Yes.
So she married before she carried. I mean, really, that's the smart way to do it. But I'm gonna go a little different than what he's saying. But I feel what you're saying.
I'm just saying, then
So-
you get on here and you say all this about the athletes, you know, kind of, I'm gonna be sensitive about it. Now, what if your ass get Ray Caruth? Then what?
Ray Caruth, who murdered his girlfriend.
Yeah. What if something happens to her? You done got on here and called this man out, talk down about athletes, about they don't get up, they always fuck raw, they lame, whoop-de-whoop-de, they
Yeah,
ain't
but
nothing
he
but
ain't murdering her though. I mean, she ain't murdering him.
what is she doing to him, though?
I mean, she playing him.
Okay.
But let me just get a little deep into this. You
Okay.
mind?
No, go ahead.
This my facts on it, right? And this what you can be called the Kevin Samuels perspective, right?
Okay, are you an advocate of
Because-
him? I'm just asking.
in certain terms,
Okay.
you know, because with me, facts,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So let's go on down the line and start disproving a lot of bullshit women like to say about black men first.
Right.
So, women say there's no good black men.
Yeah.
They either dead or in jail. They
Right.
broke, right?
Right.
So, 51% of all black men, 64% of all black men is in the middle class. That's 64 out of 100% of black men. Is 22 million black men. 64
That
of
means
them
It's
are
on
in
they
the
know.
middle class.
It's on they know, at least.
The 51% I'm speaking of are middle class, single, black men with no children.
Right.
So 49% this way, 51% in the middle class that's single. So that means black men have their shit together.
And I'm one of them.
Right. Amen to that, brother.
No,
We
I'm
two
saying,
of
yeah.
Well, me personally, I'm in the top 10% of all
Yeah.
black men. So just understand that.
Single, no kids, on
You know
my
what I'm
nose.
saying? I have a child, but I will tell you this. I'm getting that money. So they call me a high value man. But that's neither here nor there. That's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to focus on what's wrong with the black family. So you say there's no good men, right?
Right.
So think of this. Before the Civil Rights Bill in 1964, 80% of all black children was born in wedlock. Fast forward to 2021,
Yeah.
80%, the same number, is born out of wedlock. So that means out of that 80% born out of wedlock, 75% of them are raised by single mothers. That's the little girls, little boys.
Right.
So you say there's no good men. Who the fuck are raising them? You raising them to be a no good motherfucker, right?
Right.
Because you did the one thing that that the girl P.J. Washington did do. You didn't marry nobody. Because only 1 out of 4 black women, and there's 24 million black women,
Yeah.
out of 24 million, 16 million are marriage age. Out of the 16 million, only 1 in 4 will ever be married.
No, I hear you.
But they all popping babies.
Right. Right.
That means you having sex before you married.
Right.
And it's not just that you laying down and having sex before you married, but you having children. Now look, only women can decide if a baby comes into this world.
Right. For sure.
You can't tell her, go get an abortion.
Yeah. That's
You
her
can't
decision.
do it.
That's my body. I do what I
I mean,
want.
but that's what the law is.
Right.
So, therefore, you control all birth in this nation. So these are your decisions, women. Y'all deciding to bring these children into the world out of wedlock.
Yeah.
And then when y'all do decide you're having, 3, 4 different babies,
About
by
different
3,
baby
4
daddies.
different niggas. This becomes what society is. This is cultural. Because it only happens in our culture.
Right.
Because look, 1 out of 2 white women get married. 3 out of 4 in the Asian community get married.
Right.
And it's the same for the Hispanic community. So the only bitches not getting married is our women.
Right.
And you know why? Because our women don't love us. They have no respect.
Facts.
They have no respect for black men. They teach their children not to have respect for a black man. You see what I'm saying? In other communities, that's not how that goes. And they say, well, you earn respect. Respect is given, right?
Say
But
it
your
again.
head, respect is given. But it all comes from the generation before us. Generation X, the millennials, all that shit passed down from the baby boomers.
Right.
So the baby boomers got married. Husband died at 57, so Big Mama in there telling you how no good niggas is.
Right.
Because ain't no man there to check her. Because you killed him with all this bullshit food you was cooking for him and all that. He worked himself to fucking death in the grave. Happened to my grandfather. Both my grandfathers died before my grandmother.
Me
Right?
too. Me too.
And then you say, okay, well, why didn't that next generation clear that shit up? Right?
Right.
Because a lot of time they'll say it's the government that broke up the family because the man couldn't be there, remember?
Yeah, because of the
But you got to think about it. Look, at the same
welfare.
time that welfare bill time, black unemployment went down.
right.
And it's the only community where unemployment went down, but marriage rates didn't go up. Because they didn't want, they rather the chick. They having them babies for two things.
Friends.
They have a friend
And a
and
chick.
have a chick. And I'd rather be a check from the government, from that nigga. And look, I'm putting him in jail. That's the one thing that can put a man in jail. Not paying child support.
Child support, you'll go for murder. Ain't no 2 for 1. It's day for day. And like he said, your ass gone.
You gone.
You might well murder somebody instead of go to jail for child support.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying though, right?
Yeah.
So they put you in prison for this right here, right?
Right.
But you can't get no job nowhere. How do you ever get from under that? Well, black man did it, right?
Right.
51 of them said, shit, I ain't having no kids out here. Not with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you look at that and you say, okay, well, how is the woman to blame? Because the one thing you're not being is cooperative with your man. You're not friendly. You ever tell a black woman, hey, pretty smile? She get offended.
Yeah.
Like just last night, I seen a woman arguing with a man because he was complimenting her. Don't be talking to me. Don't come at me like that. Don't come at you and say, hey, beautiful, would you like a drink? Like, this is the social order of things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How I'm gonna get to know you? Let's sit down and conversate, have a drink. Yeah.
You know, it's fine if you don't want to get to know me, but you coming off with this masculine energy, like you can fight me, like you can whoop my ass. Be for real, man. Stay in your motherfucking place. No, you are inferior to a man. Your purpose is a man. See, that sounds like some bullshit, because you a bullshit Christian. I'm going to tell you the truth. You want to know how it go? If you a Christian, this how it go right here. God created Adam. Saw that he was lonely. The first time God said, this ain't good. Took one of Adam's ribs. He built Adam up from clay. He took one of Adam's ribs to build you up. So Adam's job is to have dominion on everything under heaven. Dominion and authority. That's a man's job. A woman's job is to be his helpmate. Her purpose is a man. Yeah, you are inferior to a man. Man built the world, built the infrastructure, built everything around you so you can have these feminist, womanist ideas that you have. But get it straight. You ain't no man. You need a man. We don't need you. And guess what? We can go across the street. Let me make you understand something. The second richest man in the world, behind the white man, is true, is an African-American man. We the second richest man in the world. Fact number 2, we the most desired man in the world. You can ask every woman of every nationality, they want that black dick. Yeah. And I get it too because you hoes don't love us. No matter what a nigga do, nigga open the door for you, you get your eye roll. You know, a woman nowadays, because women in a committed relationship, and like I said, I didn't just go by what Kevin Samuels, I checked the stats. Women cheat at 24%. 24% of women in committed relationship cheat. So they say it's 28% of men. Guess what, ladies? All men are the same. Matter of fact, black men are more cooperative with their women than all the rest of the men, not just here in this country, around the whole world. And y'all take it for granted. You're taking us for granted, and that's why you ain't got nobody. That's why only 1 in 4 of you motherfuckers gonna get married. Because ain't nobody finna put up with that shit. I don't want no sparring partner. I don't want nobody who just bring pussy and problems. I don't want a woman who got this nigga over here and this nigga over here and that nigga over here and this. And, oh, that's just my friend.
4 niggas to make up 1 nigga. And like he said, all it is dick in a glass on the shelf.
I mean, what else can you call it? You know, let me tell you this. If you trying to prove that they just your friend, right? You call your friend and say, hey, I was feeling a little horny. Can you come over here and touch me up? Scratch my itch. Come over here and fuck this pussy.
And see if he say I'm just your friend.
Before you get off the phone, that nigga gonna be knocking on your door. And the nigga live 2 states over. So miss me with that, this just my friend. That's a motherfucking lie. Men, I'm just gonna ask you this. Is it cool that you know what I'm saying, that your man, this for the ladies, that your man and his ex are still friends. Can they hang out? Now, he used to fuck her, but now they just friends. I mean, miss me with y'all bullshit.